Okay, so we're back here again. It felt like just yesterday I was making the 100,000 video, and now I'm here again, just a year later, making the 200,000 video. But besides all that, if you were to come to me 3 years ago and tell me that I was going to have 200,000 subscribers this day in 2023, I would look at you probably like the most dumbfounded person ever. I honestly, I would look at you and laugh, if I'm going to be honest, because that would never seem possible in my mind. But yeah, we're here now. We are actually here now. And the video is being made. And it is 3 years later, and yeah, look what we've accomplished.
So we get this one right here, and over here we got this one. I know my video ideas are crazy, I know.
3 years ago, I just had a passion to create videos. And I thought any success I could get out of it would be cool to see. But it didn't matter. And that's primarily what made me, or made this channel what this channel is.
And I always find something wrong. You've been putting up with
Because the thought process wasn't to see a number, and it still isn't to see a number. But back then especially, I was creating videos because it made me happy. I liked editing content because it was work of art for me, and that still is. I still edit my own creations and do my own work. But back in the day, that's how it started. I just liked creating content because video creation was my piece of art that I liked to show to the world, and that's what I thought with all the time I had during the COVID quarantine, that's what I could do. So back in 2020, when everything was thrown off and no one was doing anything, I thought, why don't I make the better of my time? Because let's be honest, no one was doing school, like really. So I took advantage of my time, and instead of sitting around and doing nothing, I decided to pick up a camera and start creating videos and editing them and putting them on YouTube.
I don't know what it is with females, but I'm not too good at that. See, I can have me a good girl and still be addicted to them hood rats. And I just blame everything on you. At least you know that's what I'm good at.
And the videos didn't have to be anything crazy, and they were not crazy at all. And that's what I like pride about my past self, is because I made something out of nothing, and that's something that's very difficult for me to do now. As a kid, you're able to do that, and that's one thing that kids have that when you grow up, you do not get anymore. Not saying that I'm not a kid, but it's 3 years later, so a lot has changed in 3 years, as you can tell. But shit, man, it's like 3 years isn't even a lot when you really think about it. Bro, I can't even imagine like that we grew 200,000 people in just 3 years' time. But anyway, no one had anything to do back during the quarantine thing. So making something out of nothing was pretty much what everyone was doing, so it made it normal. So I would just do random things. I'd do like trick shot videos where I just like literally throw like a ping pong ball into a bucket off my roof. I don't know why I thought that was cool, but it made content and people were fine with watching it.
We did it. See, the thing is, I'm doing virtual school now because the school canceled the school, which not a bad idea, school. Oh, cars, dude. Look at this road. You can't hear anything but birds, bro, and me. It's good for a vlogging situation, but other than that, my God. I feel like embarrassed to video record on my vlog. Because, like, the whole neighborhood. I know people here, so it's even weirder. It's a world disaster. Anyways, the point is I'm a savage across the barrier of my freaking driveway.
Like, I remember like doing like some tennis match in my backyard for money, like, and I made a video out of it, but I don't know why. I just felt like making a video out of it, and it did good.
365, she still stays on my mind. I did it. Alright, I admit it. Now pick your next move. You can leave or live with it. It could buy train.
Alright guys, so we're gonna be doing something called the trust fall.
Split and go where? Knockoffs high, knock it off. Neiman's shop it off. Let's talk over my ties. Waitress, top it off.
Everyone was at home, so no one really had anything to do during the quarantine, and you could just make stuff up. And that was like a lane for me to thrive, because it was just free space for me. It was free space where I had all the time in the world, and I just had time to devote to what I wanted to do. And at the time, bro, I was 13 and I had a passion to be a YouTuber, and I already was a YouTuber before that, but I never actually took it seriously. And when I got the time and I was actually able to manage my time, dude, I took full advantage of it. So yeah, that year I think we posted up like 70 vlogs, which is insane. And I did that from, I believe it started in like February, March. And that year, I believe we put up like 70 vlogs, spanning for like the whole year. And it was a grind, but it didn't feel like it, because I was having fun when I did it. And that's where I just gotta say, like, thank you guys for appreciating the work that I've put out over the years. Because that moment in my life, that year, as it was for everyone, it was like a creativity spark in my mind where I just found an open space to create content and display it. And I was able to do that during that time. And Holy shit, it did well, right? So yeah, that section of time was my foundation for this channel and what it is now. That year, I think I reached 20,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I mean, for my first year of doing content, I went from like 200 subs, I think. I grew like 200 subs. I grew like 200 subs as a kid, and then that's when I kind of went stagnant with my channel. But in 2020, when I took it back up, I think I went from like 200 subscribers to 20,000 in a year. Completely flipped the face of this channel. And obviously at the time I thought that was crazy, and it still is crazy to me. And then a year later we put up 100,000 in a year, and yeah, we got to 100K, and that was crazy, dude. That was crazy. And as my content digressed, I put more effort into the videos I was making. So although when I hit 100,000 subscribers, there wasn't the rapid pace of content as there was back in the day, the quality kind of shifted where they were longer format, just kind of more detailed videos, and that did just as well. Because obviously the old saying goes, quality over quantity, right? And yeah, as most would think that would be it, like putting up 80,000 in a year. Dumb me, this year was able to put up 100,000 in a year. So, Jesus, man, it leaves me like without words, if I want to be honest, because 3 years ago going into this was not the plan. Obviously, well, it's the dream, but it was not the plan. I was expecting to get a little out of it, but I wasn't expecting to turn it into a business, turn it into a passion, turn it into a dream that actually came true. And since then, it's just been a story. Like, whoever I go up to, we talk about it, and honestly, I'm just like, I'm sitting there talking to them just as dumbfounded as they are, because honestly, when you put so much work into something, it becomes your life, and you don't really have a way of explaining how you did it. It's just, that's you. And no, I'm not saying I'm the man, all right? That's f***ed up. I'm not. Dude, I'm nowhere near. Anyway, let's get to the real part of this. I always hate reflecting because it's like, as much as it is me, it's not me. It's like just too cringeworthy saying like, oh, look at all the achievements we made. It's crazy. Like, dude, I get it. We're here now. Let's celebrate. But just a year ago, I got this bad boy. And yeah, it's the 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque. And when I got this thing and I held it in my hands, I opened this shit. I was like, bro, I was on top of the world. This is what like every kid dreams of. When they say they're going to do YouTube one day, this is like that you aspire to get. This thing's like a piece of gold for you. Although that's not what it's made out of at all. But dude, it's like, it's crazy that this was just a year ago, and now we're here with 200,000. Obviously, there's no plaque for 200,000. Anyway, my point of bringing this up is to show that like this is the designed breaking point. Like when you reach this, you think like mission solved, mission complete. Like we're here. This is like being on top of cloud 9, but like we're still going. Is my point. Like this is my baby. This is my soul. This plaque, I mean, it literally sits in my room. It's like I see it every single day. It's literally centered in the middle of my room, and it's just like kind of just shows all my achievements in one plaque. But now we've doubled this. This that was like level 100, like top tier, like this was the end, isn't even the end. And that's also what's kind of like hard to process in my mind, because you get achievements along the way, but when you get those achievements, you think like there's no way possible you can get past that. Like that's what you've worked for your whole life, and now you have it and job's over. But in 2 years, I was able to flip around nothing into this, and now a year later, I was able to flip this into double. And I wasn't able to do it. I don't know why I'm saying I was not. All the people who support me were. So yeah, that's where I just got to say thank you guys for the amazing amount of support you guys have given me over the years. I say over the years, but it really hasn't even been that long. It's been 3 years, as I said. I had 200,000 people now. Like, you don't realize the voice that you guys have given me and how grateful I am for it. And that's why I'm still here and I'm still thriving to represent each and every single one of you guys. I tell everyone who follows me that I will be the most down-to-earth person when it comes to a creator, or when it comes to following a creator, because for me, I'm still living in the mindset that all of my fans are, because I'm open and connected to my fans. I have people that I call every single day. I have friends that I've made through this just who've popped in my streams and just said hi from the start, who've now grown with me. Hell, I even know people overseas that have joined on this journey with me and done the same thing I've done and also got success out of it. I try my best to listen to everyone. And obviously 200,000 people is a big amount of people to listen to everyone. But success is built off being different. And I had that mentality in me that I just wanted to go off and dedicate all my time into YouTube for a whole year. And that's what I did. And after you build your foundation, you're able to just exemplify on top of it. And that's what I was able to do to create my success. And I've done it with many other people who started with me at the same time. And those are all just people who are built different, man. Nah, but in all seriousness though, the brands we formed were with meaning, with intent behind them. You see whenever we do, if you ever see our promotions, they have meaningful intent behind them. And I will always be down to earth as possible. I don't create stuff just to see numbers. And that's why this 200,000 video is more just reflecting everything we've done. And it's not just reflecting a number. It's reflecting the history that this channel's had, the history that my brand has had, and what the meaning is behind it. And yes, the meaning is to break the mold. The meaning is to be different. And with the next project we're doing, it will only amplify that even more. So yeah, lots to come. As I said, I have a new starter project. It's called Worldwide, and that's coming very soon, but I can't say much about it just because of the standards of it being just an unreleased project. So yeah, I can't say much about it yet, but thank you very, very much for 200,000 subscribers. You do not understand how much it means to me. You guys are some of the best people on this earth. I swear to God, anyone would die to have the community that we've built here, the fan base that we've built here, and just the amazing people that we've gathered together here on this community here on the internet, on YouTube, and now more, because yeah, if we're just branching off now. But yeah, as much as it started as one, now we're growing to 200,000. It's only growing more. We are still that same one that we were at the start, just with more exposure, more people, and more people with the same meanings, man. And you guys have just been amazing to me. So thank you. I love you. And yeah, see you next time.